He disappeared in a storm, but he never left the ship. The waves crashed like thunder, the wind screamed like a banshee. Captain Thomas Gray had gripped the wheel of his ship as the storm devoured the horizon. Lightning split the sky. His crew shouted in terror, then he was gone. Swallowed by the night, vanished into the abyss. His ship returned, but without him. For 20 years, his son Daniel believed his father was lost at sea, gone forever, until the day Daniel stepped onto an island and saw the impossible. The sun burned over the distant island. Daniel, now a sailor himself, led his crew ashore. It was supposed to be a simple stop. Then, he saw him. A man stood at the water's edge, staring at the ship. His uniform was crisp, his eyes familiar, too familiar. Daniel's heart stopped. It was his father. But something was wrong. He hadn't aged, not a single wrinkle, not a single gray hair. It was as if no time had passed at all. Daniel stumbled forward. "Father?" The man turned, eyes narrowing. "How do you know me?" Daniel's blood ran cold. He didn't remember. The crew whispered in shock. A ghost? A trick? Daniel reached into his pocket, pulling out a locket, a gift from his father years ago. "You gave this to me before your last voyage." Captain Gray's breath hitched. His fingers trembled as he touched it. Memories flickered in his eyes. But then, fear. Deep, gut-wrenching fear. "I never left the ship," he whispered. "I was on board the whole time." Daniel's mind raced. How could that be? The storm, the disappearance, the search, the funeral. But Captain Gray's hands were rough from years of sailing. His uniform, untouched by time. Then, the locals spoke. Of whispers on the waves, of a ship that appeared during storms, a ship with a ghostly captain, a ship that never truly returned. A storm brewed on the horizon, the same storm that took Captain Gray. Was this his curse, a loop in time, a fate unfinished? Daniel had a choice. Leave and lose his father again, or step aboard that ghostly ship and face the unknown. His father looked at him, tears in his eyes, fear in his heart. "Son, don't let the storm take you too." Daniel took a deep breath and stepped forward. Subscribe the story Nook with Britney for more unbelievable stories. Fire.